Good day to each Samsul. My name is Umesh Nan Analaki Ramachandran. My current matric number is B13241146. Now I'm going to introduce about LipTrack. LipTrack is a web-page based application designed to help users manage their personal book collection digitally instead of writing books list manually. This system allows users to store and manage their books in one place using a simple and user-friendly web page. Next, I will talk about the project goal. The main goal of the Leap Track is to create a digital tool that helps users to organize their personal libraries. It allows users to keep track of the books they own, lend, or borrow, making book management easier and more efficient. Now, the main features of LibTrack is to include several useful features such as adding new books with titles and author, real-time search to find books instantly, book status tracking for borrowing and returning, and persistent memory so the book remains safe even after refreshing the page. Why LibTrack is useful? LibTrack is useful because it saves time, reduces confusion, and helps users avoid forgetting their books. It provides a simple, digital solution that works directly in the browser and does not require any technical knowledge to use.
Good day to Encik Shamsul. My name is Diresh Analaki Vivekananthan. My matrix number is B1324-10154 from Bmkh. Now I'm going to explain about user interface sidebar. The user interface of LibTrack is designed to be clean and user-friendly. The dark blue sidebar on the left side of the web page acts as the main interaction area, allowing users to easily understand where they need to input information while keeping the overall layout simple. Now let's see about the input system. The input system is built using an HTML form that allows user to enter book details such as the title and author. Once the user submits the form, the information is sent to the system and a new book is added, making the process fast and easy. Now let's see validation from preventing errors. To avoid incorrect or empty data, we have implemented form validation using the required attribute. This ensures that users cannot submit the form without filling in the necessary fields, which helps maintain accurate and reliable data in the application. For the live statistics, real-time statistics. The live statistics feature displays the total number of books in the library. This count updates automatically using JavaScript whenever a book is added or removed, giving user real-time feedback about their collection. Now, let's see the UI design benefits. Why this UI works well. The overall UI design improves usability by clearly separating the input and display areas. This makes the application easy to navigate, reduces confusion for users, and creates a smooth and efficient user experience. That's all from me. The next person will continue.
Assalamualaikum and good evening. My name is AZMIRUDDIN ZAKARIA from Bmkh 1/2. So today I would like to present about the library trip, also known as the display. First, we have the main stage. Second, dynamic card, and lastly the visual cues. First of all, we have the main stage, also called the output zone. The white area on the right side of the screen is where all the information about the books is shown in the program. Secondly, we have the dynamic card. First, book cards are not written directly in the HTML. Second, JavaScript automatically creates a new card when a book is added. And lastly, the JavaScript automatically creates a new card when a book is added. And lastly, we have the visual cues. For the blue border means the book is available and can be borrowed. For the orange border means that the book is currently borrowed by the other user. This function makes it easy for the user to see which book are available and unavailable at a glance.
Hi, my name is Danish Hakim IZWANDI. My matric number is B1324200031. So for my part, I will explain about the behind the scene, the logic, and also the application works behind the scene using JavaScript logic. So I will explain about data structure, book object, unit ID system, search filter logic, and also why does logic matters. Okay, for this part, which is the data structure, all the books in library track are stored inside an array that we give a name called by my library. This array acts like a temporary database while the application is running. So every time a user adds a new book, the book is stored as an object inside this array. So for this part, we know that each book has a title, author, status, and also unique ID. So every time user adds a new book, the book is stored as an object inside this array. Like I explained recently, all the books in the library track will store inside an array that we name it as my library. So the user will add a new book and will be stored in the my library and we call it as a book object. So each book contains important information such as the title, the author, the borrowing status, and the unique ID like I list. And then we proceed to the next part, which is the unique ID. Okay, we move to the next part, which is unique ID system. Okay, so for the unique ID is generated using the time the book is created. Also, this ID helps the system distinguish between books, especially when two books have the same title or author. So it is allow accurate update, delete, and status change in the interface based on our program. Okay, after we enter the unique ID, we proceed to the search filter logic. Okay, so what's the filter logic, right? So for this feature, is work using a filtering process, which is when we want to filter the code. As the user types in the search bar, JavaScript checks each book in the area and compares it with the input text. So if a book does not match the search text, it is hidden from the display. And also, it will create a real-time search effect without reloading the page. So after I explain all the logic part, so we need to know why this logic is matter, right? Overall, this logic connects the data, the user interface, and user action together. So it's ensure that the application responds instantly and behave correctly as user interact with it. Also, it is a core concept in programming application. It can make our coding more better and more neat for our code and our interface. So that's all from me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum and hello. My name is Muhammad FAKHRUL bin AIBUSHAH from section 1/2 Bmkh. For this section, I will explain how our application remembers data even after the page is refreshed or the browser is closed. It is distributed to 6 parts. First, local storage, then saving data, loading data, persistence, no database needed, and lastly, programming concept. For local storage, it is built-in feature of the web browser that allows application to store data directly on the user device. This means the data does not disappear when the page is refreshed. For extra notes, we can read the points that written there. Then, saving data. When a user adds or updates a book, JavaScript uses local storage.setItem to save the book list. The data is stored automatically in the background without the user noticing. Then, the loading data. When the website is open, the application checks local storage first. if saved data exists, JavaScript retrieves it and displays the book immediately on the screen. Now we move to persistence. The stored data remains even if the browser is closed and reopened. It will only be removed if the user clears the browser storage manually. Furthermore, our application need no database because the data is saved in the browser. The application does not need a server or database. Each user has their own personal data stored on their own device. Last but not least, programming concept. This feature demonstrates data persistence and client-side storage. It helps beginners understand how application can remember information between sessions. That's all.
So for the conclusion, LibTrack successfully demonstrate how a simple web-based system can be used to manage personal book collection effectively. The applications allow users to add books, search in real time, and track borrowing status through a clear interactive interface. By using dynamic JavaScript logic and visual indicators, users can easily understand the status of each book. The implementation of local storage ensure that data remains available even after refreshing the page, without requiring a database or login system. Overall, LibTrack highlights the practical integration of HTML, CSS, and JavaScript to solve a real-world organization problem. So for the recommendation, the further improve LibTrack, additional features such as editing and deleting book can be introduced to enhance usability. Adding category sorting option or due date reminder would help users manage larger collection more efficiently. The user interface can also be refined for better accessibility and visual appeal. In the future, the system could be expanded by integrating a database and user authentication, allowing data synchronization across multiple devices and supporting multiple users.